Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you are fine. Today we are going to see another new lesson. Shall we begin the class?
What is personal hygiene? I am going to list some personal hygiene. The first one is sleep. We should have really a sound sleep to have healthy physical, to be healthy. So we should go to bed early and rise up early, which gives us more concentration. The next one is oral hygiene. We should brush our teeth twice a day, morning and night. And we should have regular dental checkup. Next, about our nails. Our nails should be trimmed properly and it should be very short and clean. Next, about our hair. So regular hair wash is necessary for a healthy hair, and we even keep it neat by styling it or brushing it. Next, we should do exercise. Exercise makes our body fit, and we should play as much as possible, but not in front of TV, laptop, computer or in mobile phone. Okay, play with your friends, your family members. Next, having bath. So bathing regularly is a good habit which cleanses our body. And wash your hands frequently, especially before and after meals and before and after using toilets. Eating everything is not good habit, children. Eating right thing is good for our body. Look at this Chinchan eating everything, but we should not take junk foods. We should eat healthy foods, fruits and vegetables, and we can take milk, we can drink plenty of water. If you want juices, ask your mom, she will prepare fresh juice for you. Don't drink soft drinks, aerated drinks and all. Do you know what happens when we sneeze or cough? The small droplets that comes from our mouth that vaporized into mist, and these droplets have microscopic organisms like bacteria and viruses. So these bacteria and viruses that are in the droplets will remain for few minutes or few hours. The large droplets will settle on the bottom. All these droplets contain microorganisms like bacteria and viruses. When these bacteria and fungus reaches a healthy person, then the healthy person will get sick. So the good way of to sneeze or cough is we can use an handkerchief or a tissue. What is community? When a group of people living together in a particular area, then that is called community. How to maintain community hygiene? So far we have seen how to maintain our personal hygiene. Now let's see how to maintain community hygiene. The surrounding should be kept clean. Drains should be covered properly. The domestic wastes should be segregated and disposed in a proper way. Used water from houses should not be let it out or in open areas. So this is how we can keep our surrounding clean. What is disease? Anything that discomfort us or anything that didn't allow us to do our regular activities, then there is a problem which is called a disease. A disease is a functional or physical change from a normal state that affects the health of a person by causing disability or discomfort is called disease. So in what are the ways we get disease? From microorganisms or by lack of balanced diet, healthy foods, or maybe because of our poor lifestyle or unhealthy habits, or because of malfunctioning of one or more body parts. These are few reasons of diseases. Now we are going to see about communicable diseases. Do you know what is communicable disease? A disease that spreads from one person to another person is called communicable disease. And disease caused by bacteria. We are going to see some diseases that are caused by bacteria. The first one is tuberculosis. The second one is cholera. And the third one is typhoid. Let's see about tuberculosis. Tuberculosis caused by a bacteria called Mycobacterium tuberculosis, and it spreads through air by spitting or by sharing materials of the affected person. The symptoms of tuberculosis are fever, weight loss, chronic bloody sweating, difficulty in breathing. These are some symptoms of tuberculosis. What are the prevention and treatment methods for tuberculosis? BCG vaccination is the best way to prevent tuberculosis, and giving special attention to the infected person. Then regular medication. Next we are going to see about cholera. Cholera is caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae, and the mode of transmission of cholera is consuming contaminated food and water. The symptoms of cholera are vomiting, severe diarrhea, and cramps in leg. What are the prevention and treatment methods of cholera? So it spreads through contaminated food and water. So the best way is avoid taking contaminated food and water. It is good to drink boiled water, and good hygiene habits like washing hands before eating, then getting vaccination against cholera. The next disease is typhoid, caused by a bacteria called Salmonella typhi, and it spreads through, again same reason, consumption of contaminated food and water. The symptoms are headache, rashes on abdomen, dysentery, and high fever up to 104 degree Fahrenheit. The prevention and treatment for typhoid is vaccination against typhoid, drinking boiled water. Next, we are going to see diseases caused by viruses. Hepatitis, chickenpox, and rabies. First, we are going to see about hepatitis. Hepatitis is caused by virus called hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. The mode of transmission is through contaminated water, sharing of needles, and by blood transfusion. Symptoms are loss of appetite, vomiting, eyes and urine are yellow in color. Then the prevention and treatment for hepatitis are drinking boiled water, proper cleaning of hands. The next disease is chickenpox. It is also known as varicella, which is caused by a virus called varicella zoster. The mode of transmission of chickenpox is through air and contact with the infected person. The symptoms of chickenpox are rashes, fever, headache, and tiredness. How to prevent? The preventive measures are taking vaccination against chickenpox, special attention to the affected person. The next disease is rabies. Do you know how rabies spread? It spreads by infected animals like dog, cat, rabbit, monkey. Okay, the saliva of these animals have this virus. When these animals bite a healthy person, then the virus from the saliva of the animals will transfer into the healthy person's body and reaches the brain of that person through neurons. So that's how it transferred from an animal to a healthy person. The symptoms of rabies are hydrophobia. What is hydrophobia? Fear towards water and fever for 2 to 12 weeks, exaggeration in behavior. Treatment is, there is no perfect treatment for this, but timely vaccination before the onset of symptoms can be.
Thank you, children. All be safe. Often wash your hands. Bye.